be or not to be? That is the question.
Hey, what happened? You were doing so good.
This is Shakespeare.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It says it right here.
All right, can you please just read it, please? I believe in you. You've acted, right?
I'm sorry, what does this have to do with the documentary?
I'm making a film about how meditation has helped a lot with my intrusive thoughts and compulsions.
No, yeah, I got that. I just don't know what Shakespearean monologues have to do with all that.
Yeah, so Shakespeare was indeed a man who wrote, and it's William Shakespeare, right?
I'm gonna go.
No, I'll pay you.
You don't have any money.
I mean, how do you know that?
Because I'm you!
I was an angry kid. I didn't speak until I was 4. My mom always says, like, she kind of thought that the reason I was so angry was just because I couldn't say anything. I was a frustrated kid, definitely. I just couldn't express things. I remember theater, of course. I remember acting. When I first got into it, though, just how much I was kind of in love with that. The dopamine that would hit, you know, when you get a laugh or anything, a round of applause, a good job. Yeah, that's pretty much my childhood, I guess. I was an angry actor man. I always thought OCD was like, oh, if I don't arrange colors in a certain order, I'm gonna get weird, you know? I thought it was just being neat. That's literally what I thought it was. Like, oh, if you have a really very, very clean house, then you have OCD, or you are OCD. It wasn't really a you have, it was more of a you are. It's really not that. You know, I never realized how stressful and ruining it can be, if that makes sense. I think I first started noticing compulsions in 8th grade. It was more the intrusive thoughts that were terrible. Mine was more like, if you don't touch something 15 times, then your girlfriend will die in a car crash. It was like a bully was in my head. I didn't tell my family until like later on, because I was just scared that they would be like, oh, that's weird. You know, that's not normal. What are you doing? That was a big thing with OCD, was like shame or just like embarrassment, you know? Like I did this thing a lot with it for some reason where I would shake my head. That sounds weird, but I'd go like this, and it'd just be weird, and it would be like a temporary relief thing for me. And I was scared that people would see it, you know, and think I'm crazy or something. You know, with OCD, you didn't want those thoughts. Who wants those thoughts? But you like really tried to push them away. And I think with meditation, it was like, okay, so you can see those thoughts, kind of notice them, and then just focus back on your breathing. And I still have trouble with the thoughts. That's hard to not think about anything. Trying to meditate, then you'd be like, oh, what am I gonna eat later? You know, like, oh, I got work. And it just keeps going on and off.
What's that?
Oh, come on.
Yeah. No, I got
We
it.
really need to get some of this stuff done. It's due tomorrow.
Listen, we could
Do this stuff right now. Make our mom more happy and be less stressed out later. Or we could watch that one YouTube video we've seen 70 times and do it tomorrow. All right, you know what? You are the smartest person I've ever met.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Let's get out of here. Nice talk.
That's a big reason why guided meditations help. It reminds you, that's what it does. It does a good job reminding you, because sometimes there's not that little voice in your head that's like, oh, come on, let's not do that. Or no, like, okay, notice that, then come back to this. So it's nice to have a reminder. With the thoughts and the compulsions, we're like, I want to be in control. I want to control what happens. And that's kind of what it was. It was like, oh, if you do this, then it'll give you what you want. It'll let you control that, and it'll let you stop it. But it doesn't.
I realized that tapping something 15 times wasn't gonna do anything. It wasn't gonna prevent a car crash. It wasn't gonna prevent the future. But I was scared that it could. And if I didn't do that, then I could have easily prevented something terrible.
Some things in the film where I'm like, oh, I don't even really do that anymore. Like, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna be honest here. I don't really meditate that much anymore. And I feel really bad about it because that's like what the whole film is about. And I also don't really get compulsions anymore, you know? I went through a breakup. My grades are weird now, and I went through COVID. So much has happened, but it's only been 6 months. It's felt like years. Watching that now, I feel like a totally different person. Looking at that version of me, it feels like, not even kidding, it feels like me from 2 years ago. I feel so different.
Yeah, honestly, I'm happy that I'm not that person anymore. I'm happy that I'm not the person that you see being interviewed in the audience. Because that person was going through a lot of stuff.
I guess I'm just scared when everyone watches this, they'll get mad at me and be like, oh, Finn, you didn't actually have it. Finn, it's more like this. Finn, blah, 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 all these things, which I know will honestly probably not happen, but again, it's just that brain.
Those are OCD.
Yeah, I know,
Those
yeah.
are OCD thought patterns.
I know, yeah.
My whole message is that don't try to go back to that. Just try to be in the now. Which is this interview, I guess. It'd be interesting to do an interview in the future. Well, I guess this is the interview from the future.
Whoa.
Dude, whoa. I don't think everything's gonna be perfect.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
Hey, Joe.